play with some black guys, niggas play with white guys to see if the Tilson play left. Niggas are playing with revolution and losing players. Niggas are lovers, niggas do a lot of shooting. Niggas do a lot of shooting. Niggas go around the corner and shoot down the street. Niggas shoot sharp glasses and weapons. Niggas shoot dope into their arms. Niggas shoot craft sealers. Niggas shoot sharp glasses and weapons. Niggas shoot guns and rifles on New Year's Eve that is coming in with white police will do more shooting at them. Where are niggas when the revolution needs some shot? Yeah, you know, niggas are shooting and shit. Niggas are scared of revolution. Niggas are lovers. Love you, niggas. Niggas love to shove people, make love to me on the road. Niggas love to see cars and fuck with the niggas. Niggas love to hit a long range and yell high hard silver. Niggas love each other. Niggas hate each other. Niggas love each other. Niggas hate each other. Niggas love each other. Niggas hate each other. Niggas love each other. But I'm a lover too. I love niggas because niggas are me. And I only should love that which is part of me. Love to see niggas go through changes. Love to see niggas act. Love to see niggas make them plays and shoot that shit. But there's one thing about niggas I do not love. Niggas are scared of revolution. We're gonna do another little group thing, and I want y'all to recognize that. No, this is we talk about black cities, black towns, black places, but the place ain't really black unless you control it. I mean, many of us are still working on Maggie's farm, and we should have stopped that some time ago. We need our own, just like Billie Holiday said a long time ago. God bless the child who's got his own. So we still have a battle, and don't anyone mistaken what's been going on. In the Reign of Terror, I mentioned the fact that when Jack Johnson was a heavyweight champion of the world, black men would get killed at random throughout this country. A lot of white folks are still very upset with the fact that we got a black family in the White House. We know Barack Obama has a bad job. Ain't nobody here received no stimulus package from his administration. We are still struggling. And I'm very sorry that we have not sent a cadre of folks up there to his office and made it clear as to what we need him to do. His time is running out, and he's catching hell from a lot of sides. But we are still a very powerful people. We have got to unplug the electricity we're giving this man and start recharging each other. We are the masters of our world, and we should never ever think of ourselves as being a slave. If we only knew what we could do. If we only knew what we could do. If we only knew what we could do. If we only knew. 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 If we only knew what we could do, we stop fussing and fighting and feeling blue. If we only knew that we have juice cause of an African connection that we can't cut loose. If the light was on in our minds, we wouldn't diss ourselves so much all the time. Stop and realize without disguise, we got the power to change what's before our eyes. Where there is poverty and misery, we bring hope, joy, love, and security. There wouldn't be no need to lock your doors at night. No one lives in the dark, everyone sees a light. If we only knew what we could do. 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 If we only knew how bad we are, make the sun disappear, cause we're the brightest star. If you feel the strength, help those who are weak. We'll be stepping in the rhythm like Malcolm speaks. So you thought you were a chicken and your butt was made for kicking. You've been running around with your head hanging down, looking for chicken feed in this city of greed. Open up your eyes. Don't you know you can fly like an eagle to the sky, higher than high? You don't need no crack smack or patty whack. All the bones from that dog, you can give them right back. We only knew what we could do if we only knew what we could do. If we only knew what we could do. If we only knew what we could do. We stopped fussing and fighting and feeling blue. Like we cut our hair in an African style. Show a rich world treasure every time we smile. Some time ago we just didn't know we had the power to make the whole thing go. Motivator, educator, the power generator need to own the joint. So that working as a waiter only knew what we could do. If we only knew how strong our will, no matter what's been done, our souls can be killed like the sun and the moon or the stars above. It's a natural thing for us to share our love. We're healing loss in a world of pain, trying to use common sense where life is insane. We can recognize who we be, take control of our lives and live with dignity. If we only knew what we could do. If we only knew what we could do. If we only knew what we could do. If we only knew. Thank you. This is madness. Madness. Madness.
All my dreams.
Madness.
All my dreams have been turned into psychedelic nightmares. With Rosemary's baby pissing in my face. Tiny Tim taking his moldy penis into my bleeding mind as it cries for the strength to well tell the sanctimonious sounds of the white rock group, the Grateful Dead of my aspirations as they struggle for a free, sweet smell breath of life while being choked by the Christianity gas passed by the most Reverend Bishop Food JC as he shocks it to us. Ooh, in the name and the Lord now. And my realities have turned into a stone figuration of Miss Liberty as she stands on the corner of the road selling herself to anyone with the head of George Washington on them, and all the while he sits on a throne of eagle shit with DDT in one hand and a white tornado in the other, wearing a crown of castrated black dicks and reading the non-violent thoughts of Gandhi. And I watch him relax by playing golf with Roy Wilkins balls with Baynard rusting glue to his thing while Xerox copies of Martin Luther King are popping from his skull to dream the impossible dream. Knock, knock, who's there? It's Red Brown, and if you don't know what I'm out striking out and burn your house down. And I see Malcolm's spirit, and I see Malcolm's spirit, his eyes burning red, black, and green flames, and crying tears of thunderbird wine that seem to touch my lips and make me become thirsty for a taste of freedom. By any means necessary, and I begin to hate with love and love with hate. This is madness. This is madness. This is madness. And I look up and see the moon bleeding lifeless white maggots and screaming for my help as the eagles ripping claws, rip and tear at its virginal form. Oh Easties, oh Tutmosis, oh Sunra, oh Allah Bismillah of Manahim, give me your undying strength to rise up and reorder the cosmos so that man can truly understand and appreciate the beauty and cosmos and the beauties and scientific cosmic love. And look at us, he has turned the feminine part of me into a sexual freak. Look at her standing there, wearing her micro miniskirt made from the strands of Troy's mother's pubic hair and an uncovered breast dripping blood and pus, and her lips colored with that anesthetic white woman called Avon. But yes, she smiles at me to the indignity of Bull Connor ejaculating while it's having soft, wet, clinging tears flood my heart with all the strength together, all my back into my other head, and I hear my mother's voice, and I hear my mother's voice rustling in the wind, rustling in the wind, reminding me of the many times he tried to rape her of her blackness, but she, with the strength of a panther, the swiftness of a cheetah, and the cunning of a lioness, would not be caged up with the other lies that kept me from being totally free. And when she came home at night, I could smell the musty closeness of his body and feel his translucent fingerprints on a tired, ribby strips of structure, depressed from rolling off his beastly attacks. But she would smile the smile of 1,000 black orchestra, and realizing all the while that the angels of 100 lions were residing in my my soul. And doing all this time, my father was somewhere drowning his roots in plastic man himself and a bottle of cheap wine and letting their spiritual catalyst, John Coltrane, pay celestial homage to that white guy who was riding his main rain. And Donna Ross, how can you be supreme and sing songs of black love when your mouth is overrunning with the sperm the trigger? When he finds out that Nat Turner made love to his great-great-grandmother, and he has taken our most violent and militant leaders and stuck lollipops up their ass to pacify their black power thoughts, and he is beginning to assume that all of us were born under the sign tossed to bull, because all we do is bullshit. This madness is madness. All this is madness. That's crazy. That's all this madness. Please stop all this madness. Please stop all this madness. Please stop all this madness. Stop.
Umar bin Hassan, Baba Tunde, and my name is Abio Doom. Thank you, Atlanta. Thank you, Atlanta.
Give it up for the last part.
Yes.
Baba Tunde, Abio Doom, Umar bin Hassan. Give it up for him. They gotta hear you. Let them hear you. Let them hear you better than that, y'all. Get along to the elders. All right, the last poet. Can we say it? The last poet. They say it. The last poet. They say it. The last poet. They say it. The last poet. They say it.
The last poets. Festival 2015.
The last poets.
I told him I could never get away with half the stuff y'all be saying.